Welcome to Inside Evil Interrogations, where we explore the chilling minds of criminals through real police interrogations. In 2005, Michael Jackson, along with Tiffany Cole and Alan Wade, conspired to rob and murder an elderly couple, Reggie and Carol Sumner. The group targeted the Sumners, friends of Cole, and brutally buried them alive after robbing them. This interrogation focuses on Michael Jackson, one of the key figures in the plot, as he faces police pressure to explain his involvement in this gruesome double murder. In today's episode, we'll break down the interrogation session with Michael, analyzing his psychological tactics, emotional responses, and the methods used by detectives to uncover the truth. We will pause every 9 minutes to provide detailed forensic analysis, exploring what his behavior reveals about his mindset. At the beginning of the interrogation, Michael Jackson maintains a calm, composed demeanor. His initial posture is one of deflection, as he attempts to minimize his role in the crime. Suspects like Michael often rely on this strategy, believing that maintaining a calm exterior will help them avoid suspicion or control the narrative. His focus appears to be on separating himself from the more violent aspects of the crime, which suggests an early attempt to manipulate the investigator's perception of his involvement. This level of detachment and control over his emotions may indicate psychopathic tendencies, where empathy for the victims is absent, and self-preservation is the primary concern. His measured responses suggest that Michael is well aware of the gravity of the charges, but believes he can maneuver around them by appearing cooperative without revealing too much. From a forensic perspective, this is typical behavior for suspects who attempt to distance themselves emotionally from the crime. It allows them to maintain a sense of control and avoid immediate confrontation over their direct involvement in the killings. As the interrogation progresses, detectives begin to present evidence linking Michael to the crime scene. His calm demeanor shifts slightly, with subtle signs of discomfort emerging as the pressure builds. Michael starts to deflect more aggressively, placing more emphasis on minimizing his role, claiming he was unaware of certain details, and subtly shifting blame toward his co-conspirators, Tiffany Cole and Alan Wade. This is a classic tactic where the suspect attempts to redirect responsibility to others in the group to lessen their own culpability. At this stage, Michael's behavior demonstrates elements of cognitive dissonance, where he attempts to reconcile his desire to appear innocent with the mounting evidence against him. His inconsistencies start to surface, and he becomes defensive when the detectives push harder. This shift in tone signals that the interrogation is starting to break through Michael's emotional defenses, a critical turning point for investigators. Forensic experts often observe this behavior in suspects who begin to realize that their deflection strategies are not working. The emotional stress of maintaining their innocence in the face of overwhelming evidence leads to cracks in their narrative, which detectives can exploit by pressing for more details.
Okay, so like I said, what's the best thing that can come out of what's the best thing that can happen to me? If the whole truth, y'all get there. If everything comes out positive.
Everything comes out. The absolute best thing is, if you were to be cooperative and tell everything, the best thing is, they're probably not going to seek the death penalty. Okay? But that's on the table right now. We can't make that deal. Okay? Nope. That's up to the state attorney and your attorney. You come wholly clean with them, or wholly clean with us after talking with them, they can make those arrangements. I can't do that. Okay? You're looking at some time right now. If you're convicted, right now the way things stand.
So you said,
right now the way things stand, charged with first-degree murder. If you're convicted of first-degree murder, you have 2 penalties: life or death.
Yeah, no.
That's it. Okay.
I'm not ready.
He cannot make a deal that takes that off the table.
Welcome to 8MC Investigations, the spot for true crime content. If you like consistent weekly videos, consider becoming a subscriber and interrogate that like button if you want to see more. It's free, easy, and it really does help the channel. I want to give a shout out to our members. You all rock. I appreciate the support immensely. We will be putting a lot of extras on Patreon, so if you're into more of a deep dive and want to support the channel at the same time, check out the Patreon. The link is in the description below. Okay, enough rambling, let's get into it. This is the second interrogation of Michael Jackson. It took place in Jacksonville, Florida at the Police Memorial Building on June 6, 2006. Fitting. If you have not seen the other interrogations we have covered in this case up to this point, the playlist is in the description below. On July 8, 2005, 61-year-old Reggie Sumner and his 61-year-old wife Carol Sumner were reported missing from their home. During the course of the investigation, all signs pointed to 23-year-old Tiffany Cole, who was actually a family friend of the Sumners, and the subject of this video, 23-year-old Michael Jackson, 18-year-old Alan Wade, and 18-year-old Bruce Nixon. To avoid spoilers, the description has a lot more information on this case, and stay tuned to the end for the conclusion. This is the interrogation of Michael Jackson, but first, let us have a moment of silence for the victims in this case.
Man, I don't know. Don't bullshit these motherfuckers, just be real with them. Bullshit them at all, just be real with them. Do what the fuck I can, make something happen, man. Look. This shit is, it's been a year, man, since I've been arrested for this shit. It's been 12 months.
Alrighty. Rearrange. Alright. Slide on around for me there so we can talk a little bit. Two things. First.
Oh, the DNA test?
DNA test, yeah.
I wonder when that was.
Just for you. That's a copy of the order for you to hold on to. That was the first thing that we needed to talk to you about, and you knew that was coming. The second thing was, got your letter today.
Today?
Just got it today. They're getting faster. Last time it took a long time. And the letter, that's your handwriting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's dated 5/31/06, right?
Yes.
Okay. It says you want to talk to me without your attorney.
Yeah, because I know, you got to go through all kind of craziness to get the lawyer, and that'd take too long, so. But nah,
But before we do that, you know you don't have to speak to me, right?
yeah, of course.
And you know that you're waiving your right to have your attorney by talking with me, right? We've gone over your rights multiple times. Do you have any questions about those? Okay. Just want to make sure that's clear before we get going here. I don't need those anymore. So what you want to talk about today?
Basically, last time I went to court, I don't really know what's going on because, like I said, I ain't got a discovery yet to really know, what's happening. But the last time I went to court, he put in the motion for the bond or whatever, and the judge said something about to the state. He said something about the detective got to file an affidavit or something about if evidence is evident or I don't, you know what I'm talking about?
What do you want, a bond hearing?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get.
You ain't
Ain't
got a
gonna
bond.
happen.
Why can't I get a bond
It's a
hearing?
capital murder case in Florida. There is no bond. Ain't gonna happen.
I don't understand though.
It's the rules. No bond. First degree murder. You've been indicted by the grand jury on charges of first degree murder. There is no bond on a first degree murder charge. No possibility of getting out. No possibility of bond whatsoever.
Well, sums that up quick.
Pretty much an answer to that question, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be straight up with you. I've been straight with you from the get-go. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Michael, let me ask you a question. If you got a bond hearing, do you think you can show back up in court?
Yeah. No. It's just like I told my lawyer. My parents said they would come down here, give me an apartment down here, everything, just so I don't go nowhere. So I can
No offense.
You're already getting free housing. Why?
But if I was in your position, let's be honest. If I was in your position, I damn sure wouldn't show back up.
Yeah, but I can prove, man.
You're getting all this I can prove what crap now.
I can prove a lot of stuff. I can prove that I ain't kill nobody.
How you gonna do that?
Because I can do that.
How can you prove it? Tell me how to prove it.
Okay, what do I need to prove it is what I'm saying. 9 out of 10, all I need is an alibi, a credible witness, definitely that can put me with them on this date said that I'll kill these people. I got that.
You're watching way too much television, okay?
I ain't seen television in a year.
Law and Order in there in the cellar or something?
No, I mean, it's just common sense.
Common
This is what the lawyer said.
What alibi is going to put you there?
I got a person. I got a female doctor that can put me with her.
I'm not her.
Yeah, where you were at over there across the Georgia line behind the fire station? At the house over there?
Station.
At that house or on Jerry Circle?
Oh, you talking about what I told y'all last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I said, man. It ain't even all about that right now.
You got a new alibi now? Because that was your old alibi.
No, I still the same thing I told you. Like I said about
So it's the same alibi with the same lady. That's what you're telling me.
I got a female doctor that can put me with her. It said in the indictment that... See, I don't really know how... The whole shit was worded funny because it says that... It says the male suspects entered the dwelling, and then it says something. It don't never say, like... It don't specify, you know, who and who did what. You know what I'm saying? It just states that, you know what I'm saying, the male suspects entered the house, and then it says they were driven. It says me and Tiffany followed Alan and Bruce in the car to there, and it says...
You denying that?
Ooh.
You done told us that twice already.
At least.
I told you that once, but that's why I messed up, though.
Twice.
But see, that's what I'm saying, though. Man, my biggest part is, like I said...
Your biggest part is you made a dumb decision, and here we are.
But in the beginning, though, you got to understand where I was coming from. In the beginning, it was like, okay, I'm going to have to do whatever I can to go ahead and, you know, get free. Because I ain't never been in no shit like this. I don't even know what to do right now.
The tension in the room rises as detectives challenge Michael with more direct evidence, including cell phone records and witness testimony. His responses become increasingly erratic, shifting from calm denials to defensive justifications. At this point, Michael seems to realize that his initial strategy of emotional detachment is no longer effective. The fear of losing control becomes evident in his changing body language. His posture tightens, and his speech becomes less measured. His attempts to justify his actions reveal a deeper psychological struggle. Michael begins to rationalize his involvement, portraying himself as a reluctant participant who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. This narrative, however, is undermined by the detective's persistent questioning and evidence presentation, leading Michael to further contradict himself. His justifications may point to a need to maintain a positive self-image, common in individuals with narcissistic traits who are unable to fully accept responsibility for their actions. From a forensic perspective, this phase of the interrogation is crucial. Michael's emotional response and erratic behavior suggest that he is grappling with the reality of his situation. The mounting pressure is forcing him to confront his guilt, which becomes harder to suppress as the interrogation unfolds.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay, furthest thing that comes to my mind with past experiences of getting in trouble, go ahead and work with them, tell them what they want to hear, you know what I'm saying? And then,
well, I think we told you repeatedly, we didn't want to hear what you thought we wanted to hear. We wanted to hear the truth about what happened, and then you told us stuff. Okay, the only problem is the stuff you told us, well, it's pretty much the same stuff everybody else told us. So we knew we were on the right track there, considering, you know, that, for instance, Bruce was down here talking to us and you were up there talking to us. Kind of makes it real hard for you guys to coordinate a whole lot about anything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So we knew what you were telling us in the beginning was the truth. Okay, now we also know you've had darn near a year to work your way out, you know, for what's going on.
No, I'm saying what I told you, I don't deny that, you know what I'm saying? Okay, in the beginning, I told y'all, yeah, I was there. I said I held a flashlight.
Yep.
I said, you know what I'm saying, all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not denying at the time, okay, that I didn't know what I told you, you know what I'm saying? I'm not denying that. But what I'm denying, where I fucked up is, like I said, I shouldn't have never said I was there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had nothing to do with killing nobody, you know what I'm saying? I might have known about the shit and all this other shit, but as far as having anything to do with it,
Well, tell me what you know about it, then.
it's as simple as that. It's like I said, I knew basically what happened, and
Ain't no basically.
Too
Come on,
many
we don't
years.
deal in this little, something sort of might have. I mean, you got something to tell me that you say is going to clear you. Tell me in plain English what you're trying to tell me. Don't beat around the bush and hint at different things for me to take 6 different ways. I mean,
but see, you said something's gonna clear me though. But see, I don't know what it is because, like, my parents seeking.
there may be nothing that can
now.
clear you. You know what I'm saying? There may be nothing that can clear you. Because so far, I mean, you give me about, 300 different versions of things that happen. So, I got to throw out at least 299 of those versions.
At least give us hey, I was in Vegas that night.
I know I'm blocking my own self from, being accepted here. So, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you keep giving me a story, but then you don't give me nothing to back it up. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the point, though. Like,
I mean, if I tell you I'm a police officer, you want to at least see some credentials that says, damn, he is a police officer. You give me something, but you ain't give me nothing to back it up. And never give me nothing to back it up.
What do you need, though? That's what I'm saying. What do y'all need?
I need
You can
the
say,
truth.
tell me this, tell
I
me
need the
that.
truth. No, I haven't said tell me this. I need the truth. What did you know? What did you see? What was your role in all this? And don't try to tell me you didn't have no role in this, okay?
Now, I'm going to tell you this, though. Like I said, in the murder, I ain't had nothing to do with no murder.
Okay?
Now, I'll say that till the day I die. They did. All 3 of them had to deal in
All
the
3
murder.
of them did.
Okay, just from my understanding, man, all I knew was simple as this, you know what I'm saying? I knew, like I said, it was involved in a lick. It was involved in money. I'm interested, you know what I'm saying? It was simple as that. It came down to money, and then later it came down to, 2 people died for this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, what do you mean 2 people died for this shit? You know what I'm saying? I need to know what's up. I ain't even gonna lie. In the time, okay, I'm thinking, what can I do? You know
Tell
what
me
I'm
about the lick. Who planned the lick?
What do you mean, who planned it?
Who planned it? I mean, who thought it up? Whose idea was it? How did we get into...
Alan came to me with the card. I knew what to do from there. I mean, just because, it's...
Well, I mean...
I've had past experiences
how did he
with
get the
dealing with
card?
shit like that. They stole the card.
How'd they know to go there to steal the card?
That was all from Tiffany. No, like I said, that's all from Tiffany. Tiffany knew the girl. Tiffany knew these people. She knew these people had money. The people used to live with her. You know what I'm saying?
How long you known Alan?
Since 2000. We moved here
Long
in July.
time.
Yeah, I'd say about 8
Y'all
months.
were living in Arlington near each other?
I lived in the club. He lived in Images.
Okay.
So, total time.
So you known each other a while?
A year. From the time that I met him to the time we got arrested, a year.
About a year?
Because we moved to Florida in July of 04. And y'all arrested us in July of 05.
Who moved to Florida in 04?
Me and Carmen.
You and Carmen?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you move from?
Charleston.
From Charleston? North Charleston or Ladson? I mean, where were you at?
No, just shit. What were we? Most Corner. Staying on
Most Corner?
Yeah, me and her. Well, West Ashley, because I stayed with her.
Okay.
And then we moved from there to Monk's Corner, and then from Monk's Corner, that's when we came down to Florida. Okay. We didn't even know where we was gonna live.
And you and Carmen came down here together?
Yeah, we stayed at the airport for like a month, and then we found the apartment in the club and lived there from there.
So you and Carmen come down here, and then you met Alan when you got here?
Yeah, I met Alan. It sounds crazy, but I met Alan through ecstasy. You know what I'm saying? Damn,
like the drugs or the club?
The drugs or a stripper?
Okay, my fault. I should clarify that. No, through the drugs, but not
through. I mean, you at your parties, you rolling?
No,
you selling? You slinging? Or is he slinging?
He knew somebody that had the pills. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I knew the same person from being in the strip clubs with Carmen and shit, and we just ended up oh, I live over here. Yeah, I live over here. Oh, what's up? How you doing?
And you were close by, so you just start hanging.
Went from there.
Okay. Now, you say the 3 of them came up with this plot.
Nah, the 3, see, this is all I knew. Like I said, he came to me, he was like, look, okay, I got a lick. You know what I'm saying? He done seen me pull licks. I just hit a lick, you know what I'm saying? All this other shit. He knows I'm good with it. Okay, I got somebody to call instantly. That's the first thing that will go through my mind. I got somebody to call. He calls me. I come down there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what's up?
Come down where?
To Florida.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I come down here. What's the deal? Man, look, over 100,000 and over 100,000. Supposedly, Tiffany talking about the lady said they stole some kind of condo or some type of fucking townhouse they had for over $99,000 and shit. Okay, my interest is peaked. I'm ready to get the money. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't asking. I should have asked questions, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't asking no questions because in my mind it's like
I think you're just gonna get some quick money and go.
Get the money and all that. If anything, that's on y'all.
How do you know Tiffany?
I knew Tiffany because I robbed Tiffany. That's how.
Way back. You talking about in Charleston?
Yeah. Nah, I met Tiffany in.
Didn't you tell me before about taking the cocaine?
Yeah, I found a little box that had. I didn't know it was coke in it. Now it just had coke in it, weed in it, money in it. I just jacked the.
Ooh, but I mean that was in Charleston. How long ago was that in Charleston?
May
of this year?
No,
I mean
last year.
Last year, 05.
Yeah, because May. This is what happened. I met Tiffany in May. I came back. I left Florida in February the 7th. I turned myself back into Berkeley County. Did 3 weeks in the detention center. They reinstated my parole.
And released you.
Yeah, pretty much. I went from there. Stayed out of trouble. Everything was fine till the month of May. I met Tiffany. Jacked in the hotel. The next month.
Which hotel was she in when you did that?
Shit, what the hell was the name of the hotel? The Budget Inn. Little cheap ass.
Where at up there?
On International Boulevard.
On International?
Yeah, by the airport. You know what the airport is? Yeah, International. You got Best Western, Travel Lodge, and Budget Inn is like the last one back there and shit.
Okay.
Met her in May. Let's see. I hit a lick for probably $14,000. I ain't hit a lick. The dude gave me the money, but you know what I'm saying. I sort of helped him out with some shit. He gave me $14,000. Boom, I called Alan.
What was the deal with that? Was he scamming somebody and basically help him out?
Basically, I conned the dude. I told the dude I was like, look, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying I know it's bad. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I conned the dude, and he was like, look, I got warrants and take. He's an older dude. He was a retired senior chief and all this shit, but he had problems. You know what I'm saying? He had fucked up.
You gonna help him out? Not until you got the cash?
I told him, I was like, look, he handed me the money. Really? He went his way, I went my way. So technically, I didn't steal nothing from him.
What did he give you the money for?
He sold his house. He believed, I made him believe that I was a Fed, right? And then I got one. I know it sounds crazy.
What did you tell me? FBI, DEA?
Nah,
you just tell me you're smart.
How ironic.
They the top dogs. They the top
same
dogs.
Yeah, they are.
But
he thought you were hunting him, or they were hunting him, and you were gonna let him slide if you took care of it.
I got on that computer. I made miracles happen. I'm talking about I created warrants. You know what I'm saying? I found out.
What did you do? Just print them out, show them they had shit?
Nah, you can go to the NCI thing, credit card, $30 a month. Bam, you can check on yourself, anything like that. You can get copies. It's hard to get into it, but you know what I'm saying. You can get copies. Like you said, it'll print out. You can get it with a scanner. You can create anything.
How long before you met Tiffany did you get him?
I knew him at the same time. I met him.
So that was in May also, or April, or
I met Keith in April. Yeah, I met Keith in April. Got the money June the 14th. So in between April and June. June the 14th was the last day I seen Keith. So and Tiffany happened in May. Because that's when we did that's when I went to the hotel. Because Keith was at the hotel. I made him believe, hey, look, you got to go away from your house for a little while. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be coming by looking for you and whatnot. He went in the house and I got a bunch of information on him. And that was that. Man, he was like, well, look, I'm going back to California. I'm going to sell my house. I was like, okay, well, look, I'm going to do whatever I can to help make the warrants go away. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Shit, okay, your warrants is going away, but I'm gonna charge you. I ain't even come at him with no. Give me $14,000.
What he did.
What I'm saying? I like, look, it's gonna be a substance amount. He got like $96,000 for his house or something. He was like, here you go for it. Ooh, okay, all right.
By this point in the interrogation, Michael's composure has significantly eroded. His initial strategy of calmness and control has been replaced with visible frustration and confusion. Detectives continue to press him with incriminating evidence, and his denials grow weaker and less convincing. His once coherent narrative begins to fall apart as he struggles to keep track of his lies, a common behavior seen in suspects when they realize they are cornered. In this segment, Michael's defensive posture becomes more desperate. He starts to shift between denial, minimization, and blaming his co-conspirators, often revisiting earlier statements that have already been contradicted. This back-and-forth behavior is a hallmark of suspects who are trying to maintain innocence while being psychologically overwhelmed by the pressure of the interrogation. His behavior reflects a fractured mental state, where the stress of maintaining the facade of innocence is breaking down his ability to control the narrative. For detectives, this stage is critical as they push Michael further into a psychological corner, knowing that his defenses are weakening and that inconsistencies in his story can now be fully exploited to extract the truth.
bye. You know, have a good life. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything works out for you. You know, I called Alan down here, and what's weird though, me and Tiffany actually was cool at that time because I don't know what it was, but she was like, well, you know what I'm saying? I guess she got attracted by the fact that
she liked you.
I robbed a girl or something, but I'm not gonna like no motherfucker that steals fucking $800 and some shit from me.
Yeah, you use it for what it's worth, though.
Man, I'm not finna like that person.
So now you call Alan up. He's down here. When you call him?
I say, look, man, I'm about to send you some money. Jump on the train, you know what I'm saying? Shoot down to Charleston. He was like, all right, bet. Send him like 200 and some change. He comes down here. We shoot the Myrtle Beach. Me, him, her, and another girl, black girl.
Black girl? What's her name?
Aisha, Keisha, some shit like that. I don't know. It's sure.
Some sort of Isha.
Yeah, it's some side of Isha. Anyway, then Naisha, that was her name. Naisha. It's Tiffany's friend. She was from New York. She was from the Bronx, New York. Anyway, we go to Myrtle Beach. I'm spending money left and right. I mean, having fun. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, I ain't got nothing better to do.
Limo, the whole 9 yards.
Man, I'm acting a fool in this shit, man. Anyway, do that for about a week. Shoot back down here. I go back to South Carolina. Alan goes to Florida. I don't know what the hell really Tiffany's doing. I wasn't really in touch with her like that. Next thing I know, boom, Alan calls me up. Hey, I got another lick. Oh, how much? Like I said, $100,000.
Man, I'm rolling.
I'm on the way, bro. I'm on the way.
How'd you get down here?
I just in a car.
Which car?
In the rental car.
Okay, who rented the car, though?
Tiffany rented the car.
So she's back up there?
Yeah, she's in Charleston at the time.
Okay.
Boom.
I thought she was down here. That's why I was confused. Okay, so she's in Charleston when Alan calls you.
Yeah, Alan calls me up. I'm like, all right, bet. What's the deal? I call her up. She calls me up. We get the rental car. Boom, we going down here. Alan comes at me, hands me a little credit card. It ain't got no name on it. He was like, look, just go check it out. Here go the information. Here goes this. Here goes that. Go peep the shit out. I go peep it out. It don't show number like $30,000 on the account, in the savings account. It shows like $9,000 in the checking account. I'm like, can't do shit with this. But then in my mind, I'm like, I still gonna get whatever I can.
Was that before or after they'd already done everything?
This was after.
This after?
Yeah, this
okay.
Hell yeah, it was after shit. Anyway, this was July. He called me Friday. I didn't hit Florida till shit, it was late. It was late as a motherfucker. Yeah, matter of fact, check the what you call it? What's the shit? The picture where they got me standing in front of a little ATM machine. The first time I did it, I just met with them. Within an hour, I was up there at that ViStar checking that damn thing. That's what I said. That time right there, within that hour, I'll say 2 hour period, I just hit Florida.
So it was the middle of the night.
Yeah,
3 in the morning, something like that.
I know the time. I knew it was the middle of the night. That's all I know. His mom wasn't there. He told his mom to go stay with her boyfriend or some shit like that because some dudes had knocked on Alan's door or some shit like that and they was trying to beat his ass and he was nervous. I don't know. Anyway, hit the card. I come back, told him the deal. Went and got a room over there.
Where'd you get a room?
The hotel by the Denny's.
The one right behind the Denny's, right next to it?
You can walk to the Denny's from the parking lot.
Right, I mean it's right there. The lobby's right next to the Denny's.
There's a little
same side of the street.
Yeah, the same side of the street. There's a little detector or
gas station, the Denny's, and the hotel.
Yeah, there's a cop car right there in a little
Diamond
fence.
Inn, Diamond Lodge, one of those.
Yeah, shit. There's a cop car right there behind the fence by the lobby and shit like that.
Okay.
Anyway, shit, that was it. Pretty much getting as much money as possible. Him, Bruce, her, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And then come down to Charleston. We all meet up, me, him, and her. That's when I called y'all.
Who all went to Charleston? When did Bruce appear in all this?
Bruce was there that night.
When you get there?
Yeah, Bruce was there that night. When me and Tiffany got there, Bruce and Alan was there. Bruce and Alan was at his house. And like I said, okay, I'm taking money. You know, I hung out when we probably was together. Shit, I ain't gonna say a week. We was probably together a couple days. Next thing I know, we all meeting up in Charleston, but it was just me, Tiffany, and Alan. We had the Best Western. The rooms in her name.
How'd y'all get to Charleston? Separate?
I was already in Charleston. I was with my grandma.
And, when you left here, after you did the cards and you stayed, how long did you stay in that hotel by the Denny's?
Shit, like, I think it was just that night, or it might have been more than one night. Because I know we stayed in that hotel. We stayed in the one across the street. Like, if you pull out that parking lot, you go directly across the street, there's another hotel right there. A little cheap, rinky-dink ass hotel. You don't know what I'm talking about.
There ain't no hotel there. I know exactly what you're talking about. It ain't right across the street. You gotta go across Lane Avenue.
Gas station.
You gotta go across Lane Avenue, the other side of the street.
I ain't talking about the Days Inn of the Ramada now. I ain't talking about them.
I ain't talking north of I-10. You come out there on Lane Avenue is the main road right there.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay? When you came off Lane Avenue, if you came from I-10, come down Lane Avenue, you took a left, went around the gas station, past the Denny's, and there's the hotel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you had to take a right off lane to go to the other hotels. There's no other hotels on that side.
Okay, I'm saying Alan stays in Deerfield apartment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you come out Deerfield and you bust a right, that's going towards the interstate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The hotel, the first hotel we stayed at is on the right. The other one's on the left.
Okay.
That's
left from Lane Avenue, going left. Past the bowling alley?
I don't even know what the bowling alley is. Shit.
On the left.
I don't know Lane Avenue like that. The only time I've ever been.
So two hotels over there?
Yeah.
Across the street from each other?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Diamond Inn was right there, and that other hotel was right there.
And then there's a third hotel right there. That's why I was asking.
Oh, I don't know. I just know there was. I ain't talking about, like I said, the Days, because I know the Days Inn and the Ramada.
Days Inn on the other side of the interstate.
Yeah, I ain't talking about those.
Now, there's a Executive Inn, Budget Inn, and Diamond Inn, or Diamond Hotel, or
And
something.
it was the Budget Inn. I know it was a cheap ass hotel. You could, like, it had sliding glass doors and shit. Anyway, damn.
So you stayed 1-2 nights in Diamond Inn? Do you remember the first hotel?
The first night I stayed there.
And then you moved to the other hotel?
Nah, actually, shit. I stayed with Alan. Stayed at the Comfort Inn at the beach.
Okay, but then you hit the ATMs and you did all that crap.
Stayed at the Holiday Inn at damn, what's the shit called? I know there's a Waffle House right beside it. I don't know, like, I know it's a bunch of rich people who live around there.
Okay.
It's off of the interstate. There's an Embassy Suites right there.
Is that by JTB?
I don't even know what JTB is, man.
J. Turner Butler? Or somewhere down there?
I know you gotta.
I got an idea.
There's only one way in and one way out.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking
There's
about.
only one way in.
So now you stayed at all these places and you said you go back to Charleston.
Yeah, once like.
How do you get back to Charleston?
The reason we went back to Charleston was because.
Now, how did you get back to Charleston?
You said you met up when you got to
Me and
Charleston.
Tiffany came back to Charleston.
What happened to Alan and Bruce?
Alan and Bruce was here. Alan went to his house, and we dropped Bruce off in Baker County. Bruce was like, I gotta go. People will be asking questions.
When did you drop Bruce off in Baker? I mean, was he with you the whole time in all these hotels?
No, hell no. Bruce
So it was really early on you
stayed
got rid of Bruce, or I mean, what?
Bruce stayed with us at the night that I came there and got the credit card.
Mm-hmm.
Was that damn? Hold up, shit. It might have been before that, huh? I mean, after that. Bruce stayed with us at that really cheap ass hotel.
Okay.
And he didn't stay with us at that the first hotel, but he was like there for like whatever. But he didn't stay there because he stayed at Alan's house. Bruce was with us from the
Did
time.
Alan stay at Alan's house also
Yeah.
first night?
Not the first night.
The first hotel by the Denny's. Who all stayed there? You and Tiffany?
Yeah, me, Tiffany, and Alan.
And
Me
Alan?
and Tiffany and Alan. I don't even know if he stayed there because I think he went home too. Because he was like right there. I just remember
he
he
lived
was
right down the road.
I remember he was there for like whatever. But I mean,
So you dropped Bruce off in Baker County.
Yeah, right.
And then
we dropped Alan off, and then me and her shot back here.
where'd you drop Alan off? The house?
Yeah,
His mom's?
he stayed in Deerfield.
Okay.
Stopped
And then you shot back to South Carolina, just you and Tiffany.
Yeah.
Nobody else?
I got the Mazda. She got the Luna. You know what I'm saying? She's telling me.
So you got two cars down there?
Yeah, she already had her. She had her car. Now her car was that. It was a green Luna. And the
Right.
Mazda was the rental car now.
Right.
So I got the Mazda. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving the Mazda and shit. She's got the Luna.
Okay.
Pretty much this and that and the third.
Why rent a car then?
What do you mean why rent a car?
She's already got the Lumina.
Oh no, we rented the car when I
But you came down together in the car, didn't you?
Yeah,
In
she
the
was like,
Mazda.
that's what I'm saying. She was like, look, we're gonna rent the car and we're gonna go down there.
So where did the Lumina come from?
That's her car.
As the interrogation moves beyond the 36-minute mark, Michael's emotional state continues to deteriorate. His earlier attempts to stay calm and controlled have almost completely eroded, and the stress of the mounting evidence against him is taking its toll. By this point, the detectives have cornered him with detailed accounts of the crime, challenging every inconsistency in his story. Michael's responses grow more frantic, and he begins to offer conflicting statements in a last-ditch effort to salvage his innocence. At this point, Michael's behavior suggests that he is fully aware that he is losing control of the interrogation. His body language becomes defensive, with more fidgeting and hesitation in his speech, indicating increased anxiety. The detectives, sensing his desperation, continue to pressure him, asking more pointed questions about his involvement in the planning and execution of the crime. From a forensic psychological standpoint, this phase of the interrogation demonstrates how suspects begin to unravel when their initial strategies of deflection and control fail. Michael's increasing frustration and confusion are clear indicators of cognitive overload, where his mind is struggling to keep track of the lies he's told and the new details being introduced by the detectives. His inability to maintain a coherent narrative shows that his psychological defenses are crumbling under pressure.
How to get to Florida is my problem. That's my question. How to get to Florida?
What, the Lumina?
Yeah. You said you and Tiffany rode down together.
In the Mazda, that's what I'm trying to say, though.
But you said when you went back, you took the Mazda and she took the Lumina.
Yeah, me and her came back to Charleston together. I took the Mazda and went away, and she got the Lumina and went
When
over.
you left Florida, you both left in the Mazda.
Yeah, we came.
That was what you just made it sound like. You took the Mazda back to Charleston and she took the Lumina. I'm wondering where the Lumina came from.
Yeah, because the Lumina was at, her brother was driving the Lumina.
It was in Charleston the whole time, right?
Yeah, her brother was driving the Lumina.
So you and she go back in the Mazda, and then when you get to Charleston,
I got the Mazda.
You take the Mazda.
Because she kept bitching about, I gotta take it back. Like, look, I'm gonna pay for it. Don't worry about it.
You weren't gonna pay for it, but that's a good line anyway.
So what you dumped it off someplace that's a lot.
So what'd you do with it?
Damn, she was like, look.
You already told us that.
Nah, she was like, she called me, she was like, no, Alan called me. Alan was like, look, I'm in Charleston. I was like, how the fuck you get to Charleston? He was like, I'm up here with Tiffany and shit. And I was like, where Bruce at? He's like, Bruce back in Baker County and shit. I was like, okay. He was like, look, I need some more money. No, he was like, the card is fucked up. That's what he told me. And that's when I called y'all. And that's when really the whole shit came to play. And I was like, okay. I was like, tell Tiffany to get a room. And it was hard to get a room or some bullshit like that. I don't remember. They got the rooms. I get there. And that's when he was like, bam, he handed me the card and shit. And he was like, look, we'll try the card. Try the PIN number. It wouldn't work. I was like, fuck. So, bam. No, that's when he was like, Dante called. That's when he told me, he was like, look, shit's fucked up. And I was like, what do you mean? And that's when the whole shit came about the fucking people. I was like, what do you mean about the people? And he was like, look, fucked up situation. I need your help to get out of shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, the card don't work no more. The police already know about the people and shit. They talking about Dante's mom, police done been up there. They done seen the car from a helicopter and shit. I'm like, slow down, man. What are you talking about? And that's when the whole shit happened about the people. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna help you out. That's the first thing that came to mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help you out. In a fucked up situation, I'm gonna help you out. What happened? That's when he breaks the shit down to me, tells me about burying the people. You know what I'm saying? Him and Bruce done dug the hole. The shit was Tiffany. Basically, like I said, the shit was Tiffany's idea. You know what I'm saying? And the shit went from there. Alan knew I could get there with that card. You know what I'm saying? I told Alan, I ain't gonna lie to you, in the beginning, I asked him, I was like, why didn't you just tell me about the murder? Why didn't you ask me to help you with the murder? You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you know how shit is. Shit's fucked up. You can't trust nobody, man.
But you went down there to help him with a lick initially, didn't you?
Yeah, but a lick stealing some money is a tidbit different from killing two fucking people. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I told y'all this, man. And look, I don't care if you quote me. I'll say this in front of the judge, man. And this is some serious shit. If I killed them people, man, I wouldn't have no co-defendants, man. I mean, my grandmothers, my uncles, everybody has taught me.
Let me ask you this.
Some shit, but it's common sense, man. Murder is the easiest charge in the world to get away with. You know what I'm saying?
Not in your case.
No, feel what I'm saying, though. It's one of the easiest things to get away with, though. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of the hardest things to do. You know what I'm saying? That's where people fuck up.
I don't think it's too easy to get away with either.
The perfect crime is the one nobody knows about. Well, look at all the unsolved murders that are in this world. That's because one motherfucker did it.
Look at all the solved murders that are in this world.
I don't knock it. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock it.
Sometimes it's just one person. It don't make any damn difference.
But that's a stupid motherfucker, though. You know what I'm saying? That's probably 9 out of 10 is a person that didn't
want to kill
somebody. It wasn't premeditated murder. I'll put it that way.
This wasn't premeditated?
No, I'm saying about if a person that usually 9 out of 10 gets caught, I'm pretty sure it ain't premeditated. If a person's gonna sit there and plan, think, act it out, come on, man, you gonna literally go through your brain. Okay, I gotta do this. I'm smart enough to know how to do this. Come on, they practically put it on TV how to get away with anything these days.
I gotta be honest with you, man. You're one of the best storytellers I've ever heard in my life. You know, but you're spinning stories to me, man.
And no,
that's why I said.
I mean, is there like a campfire or something in the jail that everybody gets around at night and listens to you spin stories?
Because you're good.
Oh man, it ain't like that. Like I told you,
you're full of it, but you're good.
Listen, like I told you from the beginning, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The same thing I told my grandmother. My grandmother asked, "Why did you do that?" It wasn't the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Well, why don't we go back to the first story you told us, which is oddly enough.
I remember everything I told y'all.
Oddly enough, Michael, that's the one I believe. Okay, because
that's the first one you're gonna believe. Because I've been sitting in the room for 2
hours. Let me rephrase that. The beginning of the story you told us that night was total crap. Okay, The beginning, don't know nothing about nothing. You didn't call anybody. I don't know. Well, I would never call the freaking police. You think I'm stupid? Well, I spoke to you. You want to hear it on tape? Okay, yeah, I called the police.
I remember you
okay,
once.
yeah. I mean, we went around and around and around, and you kept kind of sort of remembering it. Okay, yeah, okay, we got you on that one, so I'll go ahead and come clean on that.
But that's what I just told you, though. I told him I would help him out, and that's when I called y'all. You know what I'm saying? I called y'all.
Okay,
I don't even know how to say
it, man.
So you're sitting here telling us and expect us to believe that after Alan Wade sits here and tells you that he and Bruce killed this old couple, Alan somehow makes it back to Charleston, comes and talks to you, admits everything, and then gives you. Gives you the card back, and you get on the phone and talk and pretend to be the dead guy.
No, see, he gave me the card because I was like, okay, I'm going to either get on the phone, I'm going to get on the internet, I'm going to try to do something to open the card up. You know what I'm saying? To get the money. That's how the risk. He didn't tell me, hey, we just killed 2 people. Here, get this card open for me.
That's what you just said. You said the shit went down there with company. You need to call up the...
What I'm saying, in the beginning, he didn't say, here goes the card, you know what I'm saying? Or no, he didn't say, we killed 2 people, get the card on. It was, get the card on, this is what happened.
You done lost your mind, you know that?
I lose my mind.
Everybody else's story don't match nothing to that.
Ooh, I ain't got nothing to do with everybody else's story.
Here's your problem. You do have everything to do with that. And your story you just told us, interesting as it was, is crap, and I can prove it. Okay?
How?
Well, first of all, you, Alan, and Tiffany went together in the silver Mazda back to Charleston, okay? Wasn't no splitting up, none of this shit. You want to see the video from you guys at the Unmarked gas station in Pooler, Georgia, when you stopped for gas on your return trip? Where you...
Yeah, we went back and forth to Florida and Charleston about 10 times.
No.
No, I
this
know
was the day before you were caught.
Can admit that.
This is the day before you were caught. Using the victim's card. I have all of that on video.
And it didn't work.
That's right. But you 3 are together on your return trip. Ain't no Alan suddenly shows up bullshit, okay? He rode with you up there. He freaking rode with you. You can't even look me in the eye and tell me that crap.
No, listen, you're right. He rode with it. But like I said, he was up there 50 times. He was
done talking with you, man.
He was up and down.
You screwing around me.
How?
He could be up there 50 times. He wasn't up and down there 50 times in the Mazda with the victim's card after they were dead. Okay? Because you didn't have that kind of time. Okay? The first time we talked to you, was...
What do you mean, the night?
Tuesday night around the left. Well, it was close to midnight. No, it was close to midnight that I spoke to you. Okay? That was the first time I spoke to you. Okay? Wednesday, we already had the full history of where you'd been with that card. Okay? And then Thursday... You done got arrested in Charleston, okay? You didn't have time to go back and forth like you're trying to sell me, okay? You just went back up there because in between that time, we got the rental car. We got all kinds of crap, okay? We have you attempting to use the ATM card up there.
The rental car was put there Tuesday or Wednesday night, the day before we got arrested.
I know that.
Tuesday night, the night I went to that hotel. When I met all them, when I went to them in the Best Western, that rental car was dropped off right there beside the Enterprise, the triangle.
When you picked up the Lumina and you all left in the Lumina together. You, Tiffany, and Alan.
That's what I'm saying. That's the same night that we was at the hotel, the Tuesday night.
At this stage, the interrogation reaches a critical point where Michael seems to enter a phase of near resignation. His answers become more scattered and less deliberate, a clear sign that the psychological pressure is overwhelming him. Rather than offering clear denials, Michael begins to speak in vaguer terms, which suggests that he is no longer able to keep up with the detective's line of questioning. This shift in behavior often indicates that the suspect is moving toward a psychological breaking point. Detectives frequently capitalize on this moment by pushing harder, knowing that the suspect is emotionally and mentally exhausted. For Michael, this phase is marked by a significant loss of composure. His speech patterns, once controlled and measured, have become erratic, and he is no longer able to keep up the appearance of innocence. One of the key aspects of this phase is how Michael starts to show signs of dissociation, where his emotional detachment becomes more evident as he grapples with the realization that his denials are no longer credible. Dissociation is a psychological defense mechanism often used by individuals under extreme stress, where they mentally distance themselves from the reality of their situation. This helps them cope with the overwhelming emotions they are experiencing, but also makes them more vulnerable to manipulation by the detectives.
Okay. About 20 minutes ago, you told me that you and Tiffany went up there together, and somehow Alan just showed up and called you and said, I need your help.
I need money. I need your help.
Okay, that's bullshit. He rode with you in the freaking Mazda from Florida to Charleston. He was with you the entire time.
When, though? No, I'm saying,
Okay,
like,
let me put this
Tuesday.
real simply, okay? After you all went to the people's house and took them away and took them to Baker County, okay, and buried them alive in that fucking hole, and then went and hit the ATM machine and went to the hotel, okay, after you did all that stuff, okay, then y'all stopped in Georgia on the way to Charleston. Then y'all get to Charleston, and I've got all your little ATM videos and attempts to use the card all the way along the way. The store has excellent video, by the way. I watched the Mazda pull up, watch all you three dumb jokers get out of the Mazda, okay, and go in the store. So ain't no separate cars. He met us, crap. Okay, you got to think of a new story because this one ain't working for me. Okay?
But it ain't about the new
Now
story.
this is even better. Okay, considering you didn't get there till what, 3 a.m. something like that, and you immediately went and used the ATM machine.
That's what I did, though.
Then it's really, really hard for me to have you on video in the Walmart on Normandy Boulevard before that. Real difficult, isn't it?
At the Walmart.
At the Walmart on video, you and Tiffany, okay, and Alan for that matter. Oh, I got so much crap on you. You were so freaking buried, you don't even know it.
That's what I'm saying. You said on the night
that
the people got killed, I'm at the Walmart.
You're at the Walmart.
Who, man? Look at you.
Oh, wow, another bombshell.
Hey, you know all that stuff you can do because you're good on the computer? Guess what?
When was I supposedly at the Walmart? Like the time frame?
Well,
I
ain't
was at the-
supposedly. I have
Okay,
you on
but-
video at the Walmart, okay?
That day. That Tuesday.
That Tuesday. Shit. It's like Friday.
Okay, the Friday. That Friday, I was at that Walmart. They got to do on video.
On video.
Before I used the card or after I used the card?
Before.
Man, I got to see that. I got to see
You
that.
will. It'll be what, exhibit?
Yeah, it's going to be like Exhibit
942?
976 with your mug on it that we get to show when we go to court.
I got to see that one.
Yeah, wow.
Your lawyer ain't sharing all this with you?
Man, my people about to get a new lawyer, man.
Your people.
Yeah. Because I don't know what's up with this dude,
I
man.
got news for you. Your attorney that you have now is a good attorney.
We about to get Bill Shepard or whoever the fuck that is. They said that damn he's supposedly good.
Please send him to speak to me.
I'm just saying that's what damn. Because with Richard, man, I ain't got no It's been 8 months. I ain't got no copies of Discovery. I don't know what's going on. Man ain't been to see me one time in the 8 months. Man, I don't know what's going on, man. Ooh. Why you think I'm writing? Y'all trying to figure out.
Well, you're right. I was hoping we'll tell you something that's entertaining. Okay?
And it is entertaining.
And it is. And we're enjoying our conversations.
It's very good
because
fiction.
they are.
It's good for a chuckle.
I'm telling
That's
you,
about it.
you need to write stories, okay?
No.
Because you're good.
It ain't about
You're good.
that. I'm trying to.
But you're right. You tried to get your ass out of a crack. I mean, don't look
I
at me
ain't
and tell me
killed
what to
nobody,
do. You stood there while it happened. I believe you didn't do it. But I know you were standing there.
Watched him be buried
I
alive.
know you were standing there.
Who would make up such a thing if you
Who
didn't
would
sit
say
there
I was
and watch him
holding
be
a
buried alive?
flashlight while they did it? Who in the right mind would say that and make that shit up? You know what I'd say if I was
I asked
lying?
myself
I
that.
was in another freaking state.
We're in California.
Yeah, exactly. Except, the video on the Walmart would prove you weren't in California, so
Yeah.
we're not going to worry about that. The best thing you can hope for is to tell me the truth instead of screwing around with this crap. I mean, you are where you are. Shit happened, whether you knew it was going to happen or not. Okay.
Okay, so
That's not the way it is.
So for what I'm being told right now, though, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little confused because it's like I ain't necessarily saying I'm confused, but okay, for what they telling me it's like I done heard this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? From each person, I'm like, okay, that's.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
I'm talking about as far as Bruce saying this, Alan saying this. Then, well, actually, Alan, from what I heard, Alan ain't said nothing about nothing yet. So the girl saying this, and it's like, I'm asking my lawyer. I was like, well, let me work with him. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we can do. And he's talking about, well, they ain't trying to do nothing. They trying to give you mandatory life with a death penalty. I'm like, what? Hold up, man. I ain't kill nobody, man. Okay, if I knew about it, if I did anything, I ain't kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting
Then
a needle
you
put in my
need
arm.
to stop screwing around and tell us the whole truth, okay? I know you were there, okay, Michael? Listen to me. Let me finish, okay? I know you were there. Now, did you know what was going to happen? I don't know. Okay? Do I know you were there? Yeah, I freaking know you were there.
If that DNA shit, that should prove. If it's okay, no DNA is that. That'll prove I wasn't there, right?
No.
What do I need to prove that I wasn't there? Okay, what do I need to prove that I wasn't at that place while them people were being buried?
That's up to you. If you weren't there, then show some proof that you weren't.
What? What do I need? That's what I'm trying to say.
You tell me. If you weren't there, you should be able to prove that.
It should be real easy.
Okay, and what y'all are gonna do is y'all are gonna turn around and say we got this whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? That still can tie you in it.
Michael, I'm saying if you tell me, you're
not
facing
tying you in it. You're fucking in it.
You're facing capital felony charges.
You can sit here and try and spin it however you want, okay? And I can understand. God knows I'm not in your position. I'm glad I'm not, okay? But I can understand wanting to make me believe that you weren't there. But it ain't going to happen, okay? I've been doing this for too long. I have too much evidence, way too much evidence, for me to ever believe that you weren't there, okay? I will never believe
but
it.
But evidence saying
okay?
that has something to do with it, and evidence being there.
If you're there holding the light and you think they're just screwing around, okay, but you got to tell me that shit. If Alan did something specifically, you need to tell me something then instead of, when such and such has said something. And if Bruce did something specific.
What do you mean specific, Alan?
What you saw. Specifically what you saw. I mean, did you see Tiffany pick up a shovel and waylay these old people, or did you see Alan do something specifically, or did you see Bruce do something specifically? Exact action that they did. Were you standing there going, "Holy shit, this is going bad"? I mean, what's going on at that time? Because I'm being straight with you. I ain't never gonna believe you weren't there. Okay, because we're way past that.
I'm saying, so there's evidence that can prove I was there.
There's evidence that's got you in a world of problems right now.
I mean, I know that. I don't deny that. You know what I'm saying? But is there evidence that can prove I was there? That's what I'm saying.
You have evidence that proves you're not.
Who?
Do you have evidence to prove you're not there? You keep talking about some friend or some sort of doctor or something. You got to show me anything. Anything. You have yet to give me anything or any reason for me to believe. Because everything you told me, that you want me to believe other things, I can prove that you're lying, okay? So here's your problem. Now, you told 110 lies. Why the hell am I going to believe the next thing that comes out of your mouth?
Of course.
Okay? And I'm not doing that to you.
I can't fault you for that.
I didn't put any words in your mouth. I didn't ask you to tell me anything. All I've asked you for is the truth from the freaking beginning. Tell me the truth. Okay? The exact truth. That's all I've ever asked for. That's all I want in this. Okay? If you went down there for a lick, you went down there for a lick. Okay? Now, if you didn't know shit was going to carry that far, you didn't know. Now, when you get there and shit's happening and something's going through your mind, then I need to know about that shit too. Okay? If you know what was talked about or what was planned, I need to know about that stuff. Okay? Because the only thing right now that we don't have is the 100% truth. Okay? But I've got more than enough to put it all together.
99.99%.
When I've got, we'll just start with your repeated use of the ATM card and understanding that at nearly every attempt you made, whether you got cash or not, I have you on video.
Yeah, I know that. He showed me that.
So that's a beautiful timeline to put you in different places at different times, which can prove that you weren't in other places at certain times. Then we'll just go from there to the rental car. Okay, rental car had GPS on it, so that puts you in certain places at certain times in the rental car.
That puts the car there, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, let's look at it like this. You right?
And guess what, though? You right. The rest of the people you're with put you there. Okay.
Yeah, but damn, I mean, that's like okay, that's like me and you committed a crime. Oh, he did it. No, he did it. Man, what?
Oh. You're going to accuse me of committing a crime with you? I'm going to say, where was I when this crime was supposed to be committed? You say,
bullshit. I was a fucking little champ on Old Middleburg Road. Go check the video. Yeah. You can't give us nothing like that, okay? Because it wasn't the way it was.
I was at the mall.
You were over there. You already told us you were there. Everybody else told us you were there.
So okay, well, right now,
I mean, you can think of stories all day, but it ain't going to help.
That's what I'm saying. So right now,
the only thing I don't know is, were you taking part in putting those people in the ground, or were you standing there going, "This is fucked up"? That's the only thing I don't know. Okay. That's the only thing I don't know about this whole scenario. And I don't know exactly, if...
Go back to taking the smart card out of the satellite dish.
Yeah.
Who? What?
The satellite receiver had a little smart card you can get free video and stuff off of, put in another card that was missing out of the victim's house from, earlier. That's not here or there. And then we'll just go, okay, just go to the next level. You're the computer guy, right? You're the one who knows how to do that shit. You're smart enough to do it, so we're not going to play games. I mean, I know you can work that shit. Okay? I also know that Tiffany ain't smart enough to do it. Okay? Ain't no damn doubt in my mind. She couldn't do it if she wanted to. Yeah. Okay? I'm not lying. She ain't that bright. Okay? And then we got Alan. If Alan knew how to do it, he wouldn't be calling you to do it, okay?
He's not exactly building rockets anymore
obviously,
either.
you're the one that has the computer knowledge, okay? You're the one smart enough to find that shit on the computer and take care of it. You told us that yourself. That's why they brought it to you to take care of, okay? You go through all that shit. You're the only one that's going to be smart enough to take all the freaking bank records out of the house, all the insurance information, to rattle off shit to me on the phone like social security numbers, address. You tried to bullshit me on the dog's name, but you screwed that up.
In the final minutes of the interrogation, Michael's responses become increasingly disjointed, and he appears to be mentally shutting down. His earlier confidence and deflection have completely vanished, replaced by a sense of defeat. The detectives maintain their pressure, continuing to ask probing questions that force Michael to confront his role in the crime. However, his answers become less coherent, suggesting that he is either mentally checked out or in a state of emotional overload. From a forensic psychology perspective, this stage of the interrogation highlights how suspects can break down under sustained pressure. Michael's earlier attempts to maintain control and manipulate the detectives have failed, and his cognitive dissonance is now fully exposed. This mental exhaustion, combined with the constant pressure from the detectives, leads to his eventual emotional collapse, where he can no longer maintain the lies and contradictions in his story. The final phase of the interrogation reveals how effective psychological pressure can be in breaking down a suspect's defenses. Michael's behavior throughout the session mirrors that of many individuals who, despite initial confidence in their ability to manipulate or evade the truth, ultimately succumb to the weight of their guilt and the persistence of the investigators.
Okay, I mean, you came up with all kinds of crap, but it was wrong, okay? You buried yourself. You're already buried, okay? And you did it. I didn't do it.
No, yeah.
Okay? I did my homework before I came to see you, okay, the first time in Charleston. I knew everything about you, man.
What about me? What do you mean about me? There's nothing to know about me. I'm not a bad person. I don't have no bad
You weren't a bad person. I mean, you take me for 14 grand claiming you're a U.S. Marshal. You might rob me of my dope and my shit in my box, but you know that'd be different. But you know if you define that as not being a bad person, then okay. But we're on a different level now because we got dead people.
I get what you're saying, but I ain't take nobody for no money. That man gave me that money. I'm not gonna refuse it.
Did you not bullshit him into thinking he had warrants, as you just explained to me you could do on the computer?
That you were
and then he got the hell out of town, and you were helping him out, so he just gave you the money?
I had a badge, everything. But, man.
You know, Michael, when we talked that night in Charleston, we talked about it, and I said, you know, why didn't you interfere or stop them in any way when they were burying these people alive? And you said, because, you know, up in New York, you can get, you know that shit, you never know, you could be the next one. I said, you know, don't you have a conscience? And you told me you did have a conscience. I said, but that very action of not interfering on that is not having a conscience.
It's a definition of not having a conscience, is what he said.
That's not... Man, there's too many definitions for a conscience. Okay, so...
I mean, I'm being straight with you, Michael. At this point, you know...
Okay, at this point, I'm at a, like you said, it's like this. Supposedly, I mean, I ain't gonna say supposedly. I'm gonna say y'all got enough evidence. You know what I'm saying? They can tie me, and I ain't gonna say tie me. I'm gonna say put me here, put me there, put me here, put me there, put me there. You know,
whatever. I can put you with everybody involved in this prior to, during, and following the murder. That's bad. Okay.
And then you have your own voice.
Yeah, that's bad. Okay. Then we have this. You know, now you know they're dead, and you're still tapping the ATM card.
I'm a victim of circumstance.
You're a victim of your own ego, man.
Not necessarily.
Your own ego and greed.
Greed, definitely greed.
Greed, yeah. But when it comes, like I said, to murder and death, nah, hell.
I mean, you're so damn sure to tell me that you didn't kill him. Tell me what the hell happened. Make me believe it.
How am I supposed to do that? Because like
tell me the truth. Tell me what happened when you leave. I know you're at the house already. Okay. When you leave there. Okay. When you leave there, you know there's a retired homicide detective that has a private investigation firm at the park where you guys were hanging out before by the victim's house.
Also in the football.
Okay, who came to us and said, "Hey, you know them guys right there? I saw them down there."
But yeah, check me out though. I would never toss no football with nobody in front of no park, in front of no house. I don't know where that came from. Somebody please tell me where that came from. I got to see this video. That's one video I got to
I didn't
see.
say no video.
Who?
He said there were people sitting down there.
My lawyer told me that shit. He said the state had an investigator or something that saw me, Alan, Bruce, the girl, or somebody throwing a football in the park or something. Football or basketball or something. I said, shit. You got to prove that one. I know that was bullshit. I think, oh, man.
Glad you feel some compassionate about your defense of throwing a football.
Yeah, because I know that's some bullshit.
But you don't argue about Detective Meacham saying you're telling you're at a scene people are getting murdered.
Meacham, I've been wondering how to say your damn name for a year now. I get what you're saying, man, but I mean, okay. Like I said, you got all this evidence that can tie me to this. If I sit there and tell you, you know what I'm saying? See, I can't even do that because you want me to tell you something that I can't fucking tell you. That's the part I don't get.
Well, if you can't bring yourself to tell me, I
bringing myself
that.
to tell you is. You want me to tell you something I can't tell you. You want me to say what happened? You know,
can't or won't?
You won't tell me.
It ain't won't. There's a difference between won't.
It's can't because if you do, you feel like you're condemning yourself.
What happened to those people? Yeah, I can tell you what I was told all day. I can tell you what happened.
Tell us what you did when you saw it happen.
Them people get killed. I did not see that shit happen.
You were standing. You said you told me they were.
You told us you were in the light. That they groaned when they dropped them in the hole.
I know.
They were still alive.
I know. Believe me, I know.
How about this statement?
Hey,
Mike, how about this statement? Bruce took him to the bodies. Bruce just fucking hung us all.
He just fucking hung us all.
Yeah, I remember saying that. I remember saying that. But at the same time, that can be taken two ways.
No. That can be taken one.
I'll take bets on how that one's going to be taken in front of 12 people.
You got to get your mom. You got to give me some fucking bond. I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
He took him. He said, "What?
Give me to Florida."
He just fucking hung us all.
I said,
Bruce
give me
just
to
fucking
Florida.
hung us all.
I said, "Get me to Florida. Give me a bond so I can get the fuck on out of here, man." But I did not mean I'm gonna, haul ass and not come back.
Look, if I was you, I would haul ass and not come back.
I'd be on my computer making new IDs.
What do you have to lose?
A lot of it.
What do you have to lose?
I've been on the run before. I know how that shit.
So you were on the run when we found you.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't on the run. I mean, I could have went back and they would have locked me up for 9 months, 10 months. Between 9 and 11 months, I would have had not have been home. I wasn't on no run, but I've been on that run shit before. I know how that shit. I'm not trying to live like that, man. But nothing.
She's not going to get a bond here.
I mean, if you watched all that shit happen and you didn't have nothing to do it, you need to tell me about it. You need to tell me every last detail of it.
Okay, if I did, let's say if I did watch it happen, I said it had nothing to do with it. How's that going to help me? There's no way possible that can help me.
Doesn't hurt you. You're already there.
Okay, I'm still going to get mandatory. Like, I'm still going to get a needle put in my arm. That shit don't help me, man. Ooh, man.
Well, let me ask you this. You're adamant you didn't do it to him. Okay? You're adamant about that.
Damn positive about that.
Do you feel that the people that did should be held fully responsible for it?
Of course.
Then that's how you help yourself. Because if you ain't fully responsible and you have evidence or proof that shows who is fully responsible, that's on you. I mean, if you want to wear it for him, go for it.
You're saying, I'm going to have to wear it regardless. How am I not? How am I not going to have to wear it regardless? Okay, y'all got a video that does this. I got 2 dead people's credit card. Man,
in the interview room,
12 people, I'm going down for that. You get 12 Floridians, you know what I'm saying? Okay, they just saw me July. They said whenever I hit the TV, suspect in killing these 2 people. I was guilty in your mind already. Why are we even going to trial? Just go ahead and handle your business. Come on, man.
Well, what do they know about Tiffany? What do they know about Alan? What do they know about Bruce? Maybe you provide something for them on Bruce, Allen, or Tiffany.
What can I provide for them?
The truth.
I think I'm lost, man. I'm not trying to be funny, but I seriously think I'm lost. Okay.
Because you're delusional into thinking that you can spin this around to your
this
best
isn't spinnable. You're not getting out.
Okay.
You're not getting out before trial. You're going to go to trial. You're going to sit there until trial. There's no option about that. Okay. And we've been upfront about that from the beginning. That ain't going to happen. And I've told you that several times. You ain't getting a bond. Okay. Maybe you would in some other state. You're not getting a bond here.
Ain't nothing I can do to get a bond.
Zero. Nothing.
Nada.
Nothing. Okay, so that ain't going to happen, and we've told you that from the beginning. But you didn't either just didn't want to believe us or just didn't believe us. Thought we were screwing.
I mean, that is just. I feel, you know what I'm saying. Like, okay, I'm charged with murder. You know what I'm saying. But if I didn't kill nobody, you know what I'm saying.
You ain't charged with shoplifting, man.
Michael,
It's
how many
murder.
guilty people have you talked to in the jail?
How many people in the jail tell you I'm guilty?
How many people in the jail have told you they're guilty of their crimes?
None.
50-50. I mean, the ones that got it, right there in their hands, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of like this case.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I got 100 fingers pointing at me right now, you know what I'm saying? And it's...
Shit, the best part is you're holding most of them. You did all the pointing yourself.
I got a headache. Okay, so like I said, I mean, what's the best thing that can come out of what's the best thing that can happen to me?
The best thing?
If the whole truth, y'all get there, if everything comes out positive,
everything comes out. The absolute best thing is if you were to be cooperative and tell everything, the best thing is they're probably not going to seek the death penalty. Okay? But that's on the table right now. We can't make that deal. Okay? Nope. That's up to the state attorney and your attorney. You come wholly clean with them or wholly clean with us after talking with them, they can make those arrangements. I can't do that. Okay? You're looking at some time right now. If you're convicted, right now the way things stand.
So you said
right now the way things stand, charged with first-degree murder. If you're convicted of first-degree murder, you have 2 penalties: life or death.
Yeah,
that's it. Okay.
I'm not ready.
He cannot make a deal that takes that off the table.
You said the state attorney can.
The state attorney can talk with you, but I'll tell you this up front: before he
we all can't talk together.
No, listen to me.
We can go together.
But listen to me. He will not.
I can say fuck my lawyer.
He will not make you a promise until he's heard the whole truth and had a chance to look at it and decide if you're bullshitting him or not.
Okay, but how about this though?
That's a fact.
How about this? Okay, we sit in front of him. Truth come out. You know what I'm saying? The whole truth come out, and at the same time, I got a lot of shit that can help me in the process. You know what I'm saying?
That's up to you and the attorney to discuss. Okay, I'm our attorney, state attorney. I can't make a deal with you. Okay.
We don't have the power. We don't have the authority to, Michael. And if we did,
then why did they say it's up to y'all?
The final portion of Michael Jackson's interrogation reveals the complete breakdown of his psychological defenses. What began as a calculated attempt to distance himself from the crime slowly unraveled as the detectives applied continuous pressure, confronting him with evidence and inconsistencies in his narrative. His increasing frustration, cognitive dissonance, and eventual emotional exhaustion illustrate how prolonged interrogation tactics can dismantle even the most initially composed suspects. By the end of the interrogation, Michael's behavior reveals a fractured individual who, despite his efforts to manipulate the narrative, could not withstand the overwhelming psychological pressure of the situation. His earlier strategies of calm, denial, and deflection gave way to disjointed and contradictory responses, reflecting the internal collapse of his ability to maintain control over the narrative. Stay tuned to Inside Evil Interrogations for more forensic breakdowns of real-life criminal interrogations and the psychology behind them.
Who?
What the hell is his name, man? Mizrahi?
Mizrahi?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's up to us?
They said when I went to courtroom, right? This is what they said. He said, like, the first they started with the bond hearing thing, because Richard was like, my client, whatever, bond hearing. He said, that's when he said, well, it's up to the detectives. He said the detectives got to put in an affidavit, evidence that's evident, or I don't know how that technique shit is, man. I don't know half of that shit.
No, we don't.
But then I asked my lawyer.
What are we asking for? You're asking for discovery when you were at the bond hearing?
Everything.
Okay. The affidavit is we have to have submitted everything to the state for them to make it available to the defense, okay? They can't give you what they don't have, in other words.
No, okay? I'm talking about the bond hearing and a deal. You know what I'm saying? Because I asked Richard, I was like,
we don't make the deal. Okay, what would happen is you'd have to tell us everything.
That's why I wrote you the book. I'm like,
let us go look at everything and see if it's truthful or not. Okay, as best as we can determine. And sometimes we can say it definitely is. Sometimes we can say it definitely isn't. Sometimes we say, don't know, sounds good. But we have to feel we're getting the whole truth. If we feel like we're getting bullshitted, why would I cut a deal if I feel like you just give me half-truths or something good, you know what I mean? Why would I recommend to the state that they consider what you're telling us, okay? You know, and that's all we can do is tell the state that, hey, what he's told us appears valid or
so it's
appears like a whole nother damn story.
So it's up to the state attorney?
But before he's going to say anything...
But before he'll make a deal with you, I'm telling you right now.
I know he got to go through y'all.
No, he wants to hear everything first and give us a chance to go see if it's true or if you're just blowing smoke up our ass.
So, okay, I see what you're saying. Y'all like the...
See, because what if I say, hypothetically, okay, you tell me everything and I'll take this penalty off the table, guaranteed.
But you're not allowed to do that technically, though. That's like a lawyer.
If the lawyer
never guarantee you're going home.
But then you tell me, it was Hoffa and 3 strippers from New York that killed these people, okay? I don't know what the hell you're going to tell me. You ain't getting a deal until they know what's on the table.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how, I worked with a detective in Berkeley County like that one time. He told me, he said, look, this is how it's going to work. You got to give me something and we'll get you out.
See, for them, for here, you got to give them everything. No lies, no withholding, and like then they'll work with it.
I'm talking about them. He told me, he was like, give me something. They came and got me. I gave him something. They got me a bond. You know what I'm saying? And then I helped him. And then I worked with him from there.
Michael, remove the word bond from your...
You're never going to get
This was probation, man.
Okay.
This was a probation.
The only thing here is, the only options they have right now is to look, if they feel you're giving full, truthful disclosure, then they may be inclined to do something with you. We can't make
like
that
lesser
deal.
charges, huh?
I don't know. It's not up to us.
Because see, like, the whole murder chain is, like, you got to actually kill somebody to be charged with murder, right?
No.
Well, how does that work? That's what I need to know. How does that work? How am I being charged?
It's called you and I go into a convenience store to do a lick. You get pissed off and shoot and kill the convenience store clerk. You're
both held legally responsible for the shooting.
But what if the video shows that I didn't do shit? I was like,
doesn't matter. It's called felony murder rule.
So how then nothing can help me then?
Intent can help you. There's a difference between a felony murder and a first-degree premeditated murder.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I got to show I ain't had no planning in killing these fucking people and shit like that.
And didn't hold the shovel. Didn't do anything else.
Check the fingerprints. Y'all say y'all got the shovels, man. Fingerprint the shit out them motherfuckers. Oh man. Oh man. All right, check it out. Right. So we got to start from day one.
Yeah, I mean, we need to start at the beginning, and that's just the way it goes.
All right, check this out. So, like I said, I come out, give y'all whatever, you know what I'm saying, and then, like I said, got a bunch more shit, you know what I'm saying, that can help that state attorney. I'm talking about it.
Do you want to talk to your lawyer about that, or do you just want us to talk to the state attorney and come back and meet with you again?
This is off the record, right? I'm talking about between me and you. This is the deal. My parents told me, the way my grandma said, she said, look, you got to do the right thing. My grandma told me straight up, you know what I'm saying? Because it's fucking life at stake, you know what I'm saying? So, straight up. She's handling everything with the lawyers, like I said, with this whole shit with dude, Bill Shepard, whoever the fuck that is. But I told Nancy, the paralegal for Richard, I said, we ain't doing but a seeking co-counsel. You know what I'm saying? We just, cause I want a motion of discovery. I don't want all this shit so I can, let me see what's in front of me. I want to see what's in front of me so I can.
He doesn't have any lab tests. None of that's done.
No, he's the one that told me that y'all was coming to get all that. But, so like I said, and we can all sit in front of the state attorney. I don't necessarily need my lawyer.
At this point, Michael, the state attorney is going to say,
Tell me what you know.
That's what I'm saying. I know
if you want us to arrange that, we can do that.
Listen to what I'm saying. I know that. I totally understand that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, can I have my lawyer there?
You could.
Yeah, but see,
completely up to you.
No, don't answer that. Don't answer that. But at the same time,
you can do whatever you want.
Today. I'm not.
You do whatever you want.
You said aside from this, you could know a whole bunch of other shit. A whole bunch of other shit.
A gang of shit.
Like what?
Man, look at it. Like I said,
how serious the stuff we're talking about?
Murder, drugs, all kind of shit. I'm talking about elite, right there in front of you. Not no, go here tomorrow. No bullshit like that. I'm talking about some serious shit. Some real straight up shit. Like I said, look up the murder in Blanding that happened with the expedition. The dude, the dude ain't died. They took him to the hospital, but he didn't die. But the other motherfucker got away. I know where he at right now. I said, look at it. I think it was Clay County or some shit. I don't know how the whole border shit. I know everything in Jacksonville. That, like I said, I know what a gang of drugs is right now. I'm talking about keys of dope. Keys of dope. No bullshit. I'm not gonna sit there, like I said, fuck the stories, fuck this. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? You got to do something. If I ain't gonna get a bond, I at least got to get, fuck that life shit. You know what I'm saying? Something. Ooh, I got to get enough, man, where...
I tell you what our state attorney's going to want to know. Okay? Would he be interested in the other stuff? Yeah, but he's going to want to know about this case. Full disclosure on this case.
That's what it takes. Then
okay. I'll be honest. Sure, I would love to hear the rest of this,
Check it out.
But I ain't nearly as interested in that as I am in the details on this
Yeah,
case.
because this is your job. I got 4 notepads. I can fill them. I ain't gonna say I can fill them, but man, I got to show, man. So I mean,
You want to think about it? Write us another note.
nah, it ain't that. I mean, I know I can write you. What I'm saying is like this. From day, I mean, I'm talking about. I'm gonna go from the time the fucker called me, from there to the day y'all arrested me. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that.
That's pretty much it.
Now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the shit in front of me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. And like I said, if I can sit in front of the state attorney, then you know, like I said, you said then right there. He said he's got to hear it. You know what I'm saying? But then we work out something.
So you can start from when? From when? Who called you?
From the time Alan called me. From the time he was like, "Look, here's the deal. I got something." You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna lie. That's it. That's how the whole shit started. I chilled out with Alan, spending the damn $14,000. Alan went his way. Me and Tiffany came back here, and like I said,
Back to Florida or back to Charleston?
Not back here, back to Charleston. That's when it was.
How did Alan know to find these people?
Alan didn't know to find these people. Tiffany knew to find these people.
Okay, so then how'd he call you to say, check this out? You
How
know
the
what I'm saying?
whole shit even came about, man, was damn. We stayed the night at them people's house. Me and Tiffany came down here to visit Alan. You know what I'm saying? This is before I even got my money. Matter of fact, was it? Yeah, hell yeah, it was before I even got my money. Came down here, and Tiffany was like, well, I know some people down here we can stay with. You know what I'm saying? Just to, sleep real quick, and because we visited Alan, but we could no hotel, some other bullshit, because her card, some bullshit with her fucking card, I don't remember. And then that's when she called that lady up. We spent the night there, and then next day we was gone. You know
Is that when the smart card got missing?
Tell us the truth about that. Come on now.
I'm gonna tell you about
it was missing out of there.
So, she called, right? I remember because Tiffany called me. She was like, "Did you take a fucking satellite card or some type of bullshit out of that fucking?"
You lied to her and told her no.
No, I ain't take no. Nah. For what? I don't even have a house. What the fuck I'm gonna need a satellite card for?
Who knows? Opportunity. Sell it to somebody.
Nah, ain't no damn crackhead type shit. Nah, I
You want to
got
make money?
this.
If you gonna get money, get money.
Nah, damn. It's like I said, then pretty much.
How long before?
We visited them people one more time. It wasn't even one more time. It really just came back down here. Was chilling out with Alan again. And then, like I said, we went over there. Matter of fact, because I left a fucking bag in her fucking house. That's how the shit happened. I left a fucking Nike bag in her house. And that's when the lady was like, well, the card was missing or some shit. And I was like, oh, man, that lady trying to say we stole a fucking satellite. I was like, no, man. I went in there and I'm going through the lady's shit while she's right there, fucking searching behind a little dresser and shit. I'm like, man, that shit ain't here, man. And then that was the last time I seen them people.
Tell me the truth. Is that when you saw the bank account statements?
Nah, the bank account statements, like I said, that shit came because Tiffany knew that's when supposedly the lady sold some condo or some house or some shit like that for $99,000 or some shit like that. And that's what I was, okay. But then again, in my mind, it's like, okay, to get away with something, man, you can't just run up in there, run out. That's the dumbest thing in the fucking world to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna get money, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get money, not $10, not $100, you know what I'm saying?
Big money.
That shit has got to be planned. That shit's got to be done right. You know what I'm saying? You can't just whatever. You know what I'm saying?
This was pretty damn close. It was pretty damn close.
Well, yeah.
I'm telling you, this was close.
Oh shit. Fucked up.
Greed. Greed got you.
It wasn't about greed.
It was about greed, man. Come on,
No. Check me out. It was
ATM card don't work. The ATM card don't work. Turn that bitch on. You tap it 5 times for $1,000. Bam, 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 bam. 200 a pop.
Yeah, because you couldn't draw more than 20 at a time.
As fast as you could, you popped it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's greed, okay? Because if it wasn't about greed, you'd have just taken 200, and then when you spent it, you'd have gone back and got another 200,
because
man.
if you know the card was off, you got to get it before the card turns off again. That ain't greed. That's just being, let me go ahead and get this shit before they turn it off again, and then I'm stuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was about. That's like I'm not.
How many times is it? 5 times?
Yeah, because you can only get 200 out at a time.
How many different banks?
Well,
more than I could count, man.
I hit, man. But see, like I said, a lot of them, because I remember when y'all asked me, y'all said, did I ever use it at Georgia? I never took money out of the thing.
You tried to use it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought about it. I was like, why the fuck did he say that? But I remember I never took money out of it. But yeah, I went to the gas. I took the gas.
That's why we asked you. We just wanted to see if you're going to try and lie to us or not.
But I never took money out of it, though. That's what I thought you meant. Like, did you use it at Georgia? Did you ever take money out the shit at Georgia? Nah, I ain't gonna bullshit.
If I want to know if you got money in Georgia, Michael, I'd ask you, did you get money from the card when you were in Georgia?
Yeah, you gotta figure where I'm coming from. Man. I don't know what's going on right now, man.
Well, I know you're going to give me as little as you can to find out what situation you're in. And
But see, that's what I'm saying.
we're just confirming that you're in a world of shit.
I mean, I know I'm in a world of shit, but it's like, man, I'm in a lot of shit that I shouldn't be. Okay, yeah. You know I fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But at the
Big
same
time.
time, like you said the shit was close, and the shit fucked up because of them them people's stupidity, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I wouldn't have killed no fucking body, man. You could have got all that money without killing anybody. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even 30
Just scam them.
Ooh, you ain't even gotta scam them. Man, I'd have got all that money without killing nobody, man. Shit was easy as fuck. You ain't even got to scam no person like that. That shit bugged me out. That shit still fuck, man.
Well, you start writing, and we'll come see you in a week or so.
Nah, I'm saying this is what I'll do. Like you said, do whatever you can with I'm supposed to call my grandma tomorrow.
Okay.
Not tomorrow. When
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm calling it Thursday. I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna tell her like, look, I just talked to y'all. Cause I told her, I was like, look, I wrote him. I'm gonna go talk to him. Cause cause my lawyer was like, why you talking to the police? I'm like, oh man, look at you. I got them. You ain't helping me. I mean, work with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something I can do. So anyway, damn, I'm gonna call her. I'm like, look, you need to come down here. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I'm gonna talk to her and then we go from there.
What's your grandma going to do to try to get Bo Shepherd? What is she willing to do? What, sell her house?
$250,000.
She will sell her house?
Nah, man. They ain't broke. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
My grandfather went over to Egypt and Alexandria and shit. Supposedly when all that 9/11 shit, Alexandria bought 2 naval ships. That fucker was making damn near $1 million a year, but he had to stay over there 348 days for it to be tax exempt or some shit. Them fuckers got paid now. They got paid as shit for them in the past 4 years. Since 2001, they got paid.
You got a very good attorney.
No, Richard. No, I said I wanted co-counsel.
Okay.
But at the same time, okay, I'm in here for capital murder charge. Spent 8 months. I don't have one piece of paper. You ain't been to see. I've seen y'all more than I've seen my lawyer, man. Come on.
We're friendly people.
But you see you understand what I'm getting at, though?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no doubt. They did Richard's background check. Richard, good as a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, come on, man, I've seen y'all more than I've seen my lawyer, man. Oh, come see me. Oh, I'll be in there next week to see you. Man, I ain't seen yet. Oh, where you at? Man, just give me a copy of something. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's going on, man. All I got is an indictment. Because anybody can get off the computer.
We gave you that, I think.
Somebody mailed it. Somebody mailed it to South Carolina, and it came. Yeah.
We did.
But like I said, I'm gonna write everything I need to write. I'm gonna talk to her Thursday. I'm gonna tell her to come down here. And
Shit, tell her to come talk to us if she wants to come talk to us.
Yo.
I got no problem with that. What's her name?
I can't get a visit though. I'm on restriction.
What's her name?
I shouldn't even be in Dimples. I shouldn't even be on restriction.
Dimples, is that her first name or last name?
Dimples Inhabitant.
What?
Dimples Inhabitant.
Dimples Inhabitant?
Inhabitant. INABINET.
Okay.
Inhabitant. That's her real name.
Inhabitant.
But now I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna tell her. I'm like, look, man, we true, man. We gotta do something, man. I don't know what I got to do, but I'm gonna do something.
But like we said, I mean, we're interested in the whole truth. So we'll talk to the state attorney, tell them we've talked.
Just tell them, look, it's as simple as this. I'm willing to do whatever, you know what I'm saying, it takes to get me out of it. And I ain't gonna say, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get this murder shit going, man. I ain't killing nobody, man. I'm willing to help, work, help, talk, do anything. I ain't killing nobody. I'm not trying. The credit card, yeah, burned me for that. You know what I'm saying? I did that. Kidnapping? I ain't kidnapped no people. Ooh, I ain't touched no people. I ain't who, man.
Yeah, but you were with them when they did it.
I ain't put who, man.
You were with them when they did it.
But what is with them though? What is that? I mean,
you're in the car following them. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I mean that pretty much kind of sucks. But there you are. Okay. You're following them in the car. You're talking to them on the Nextel while you're doing that. You ever consider that?
So hold on.
The Boost, excuse me.
But you said
T-Mobile Power Boost.
No, it's the Boost phones, the prepaid Nextels.
But you said So is there like a specific time these people were supposed to be killed and all this other shit? Or I mean,
you tell me.
But check this out. This is what I'm saying though. What if I got?
Am I going to give you enough information to go create a great story now?
I don't want no evidence. This is what I'm asking you though. What if I got proof? You know what I'm saying? Not no story, not no fiction. Proof that when these people were being killed, I wasn't there.
If you have
I'm talking actual proof.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. If you have actual proof, then you're the dumbest motherfucker I've ever met in my life to withhold that from us to show that you were somewhere else.
You're not hearing what I'm saying, man. It's not that simple, man.
It is that simple. This is your life in the balance, isn't it? You have proof you're not there? I ain't sitting on that shit. That would have come out the first night.
That'd have been. This is where I was.
This is where I was.
Go
check that. Go check that person. Check that person. Here's their phone numbers. Here's how you find them.
Believe me, it ain't that simple.
It's always that simple.
No, it's not. Trust me, man. It's not. It might be in Florida, but trust me, it's not.
But guess what? You're in Florida, man.
This is all I'm saying. If I can get you proof, not like I said, not no story, not no person coming in to say, oh yeah, he was with me. No bullshit. I'm talking about actual proof. When these people were supposed to be being buried now, I was here. I wasn't there. That'll help me? I'm talking about like...
Where's here? Where's there?
What do you mean?
Where were you?
If they in Georgia getting buried,
okay,
and I got proof, at that time, I wasn't nowhere near that shit.
Where were you?
Know what I'm saying? Man, look at I wasn't...
You can't even tell me, so I mean, I think you're full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what it looks like, but I'm just saying, though, that'll help me, right?
How many... Look, we've danced this dance about a half dozen times right now, and every time you tell me, I got some proof. What if I have proof? You ain't never given me nothing to show that you got any proof, okay?
I can bring you proof.
Nothing. You give me nothing.
When my grandma comes down there, I can bring you
proof. You tell me you're at Grandma Dimple's house that night?
No, it wasn't. Nah, but you'll see though. I guarantee you though, she'll bring y'all proof. Not no statement and no confession. She'll bring y'all proof.
I look forward to seeing that, and if she has proof, you need to encourage her to come forward, because the longer she withholds it from us,
it's not her.
It's a problem.
Listen, it ain't her. But
then
you gotta understand. Listen,
who it is.
You gotta understand. Okay, look here. Y'all police, right?
Yep.
You know this. You know how the streets is. Okay. Alan knows me.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany knows me. Bruce don't really fucking know me.
Mm-hmm.
If some off the wall dude comes in there and talks to Alan saying it's about me. No, I ain't gonna say that. If somebody comes in and talk to me and said it's about Alan, but I don't know who the fuck that is, I'm gonna be looking at him like, that's a cop, man. That's the first, and it might not even be no cop. But that's the first thing that's gonna come to mind. But say Alan's mama comes in there, I know her. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work with her. I'm gonna help her. You know what I'm saying? Look, what can we talk about? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shit like that. Believe me, if it was as simple as, oh, go over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can get whatever you... Man, look at it. This shit was that. And you're right. Like I said, from the first night, I said, man, I was there. Man, I was holding the flashlight. Man, whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In my mind, psychologically, I'm going to be like, this motherfucker's nervous. He just told us the truth. He done been fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He vented. That's all he did. You know what I'm saying? He finally got that shit off his chest. That's what I'm going to think, too.
Shit.
Like I said...
You know what's happening right now?
I don't deny that a lot of that shit I told you that first night wasn't true, because a lot of it was. A lot of that shit.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, but
everything you told us that first night, okay, about being there when all this happened, I got no doubts about it, okay? No doubts at all. Because you couldn't know at that time what everybody else was telling us, okay? You couldn't know it. You weren't sitting in the room with us when we sat in there with Tiffany, okay? When my partners were sitting in with Bruce. There's no way for you to know what was going on during those interviews or what they told us. Right?
Excuse me. What do you mean? What would it matter what they told y'all though?
Well, how can you just make some shit up? Okay, how can you just make it up and it just happens to match?
I get what you're saying.
Everything that they tell us.
You're saying I couldn't know the exact story.
Exactly. And yet, hey, look, the stories match. Okay? It doesn't take a damn rocket scientist to realize that you told us the truth.
You feel me though? It said the people got killed a week before y'all arrested us. That gives me a whole week to find out what happened.
About the only thing that you told me that night that wasn't true is your degree in abnormal psychology
from NYU. Although that was a nice touch. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, you're a storyteller. You're good at it.
Nah, man, it ain't storytelling.
You'd rather go sit your ass back in the jail than tell two detectives whose vow is to seek the truth.
I mean, you keep telling us you have this proof, but you won't give it to us, okay? You prevent me from doing my job, hey, that's on you.
Well, how does it work?
You call your lawyer. You tell him what that proof is, and he'll tell you whether or not we need to know. Tell him you're going to call and tell us and see what he says.
I told my lawyer, I said, look, I got proof that can free me. Not free me, but I told him, I was like, look, I got an alibi and I got proof, man. Okay, I'm going to be in there to see you. I've seen y'all more than I've seen him,
then
man.
Give us what you got and we'll go verify it.
But I ain't told him nothing. I said, look, my grandma will come down here and she will talk to you.
Then call him.
She will pay you, do
take
whatever
care of
you need
that.
to do.
But I mean, until you're ready to tell us the whole truth.
But if I call him and tell him again, look, this and that and the third, okay, I'll be in there to see you. Man, what? Man,
Michael, you want us to go verify your alibi or check into it and tell us what it is? If not, we're going to hook you back in chains up, take you back over to jail.
We're obligated to check into it. If you say you have an alibi, we're going to go check.
And what if it clears me? I get to go home?
If it clears you, then you would go home.
Hold on.
Look, if it absolutely proved beyond any doubt that you were nowhere near there, had no involvement in the murder of these people.
If you're eating dinner at South Beach in Miami that weekend.
Shit, though. But I still...
Well, you'd be in trouble for the credit card stuff. That don't go away. But you're trying to tell me what you got is clear proof that says you didn't murder anybody, weren't even around when these people were killed. Okay, well, you ain't shown it to me. You ain't giving me no proof, so pretty much tough shit right now.
What about, like you said, though, the fact that after they were killed, I'm on video with these fucking people's credit card. That's fucked up. If I'm a cop, okay, these two people just got killed, and this fucker's cleaning his bank account out.
Yep.
Man, okay.
Told me he sat there, was there when they got kidnapped, brought out, put in the trunk, bag gagged, driven out to Baker County, and buried alive.
That could be the definition of not having a conscience.
It ain't about a conscience.
It's about getting yours. That's all it was about. I mean, shit, they're dead. They don't need it, right?
But like I said, I ain't killing no damn people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I wouldn't even have attempted to kill them. It wouldn't.
Mike, I'm telling you, okay? Man. You can think for another couple months on what kind of story you want to give me, but I know you were there. Okay, I already know that. Now, this whole other game that you're playing is really a waste of our time.
You said all I gotta do is write you, and we can sit in front of the state attorney as long as I give him what he needs, right?
No. That's not what I said. I said we need the full
y'all
truth. Not.
That's what he needs.
No. Let's not. I want to be very clear about this.
Listen.
I don't want you to write on a piece of paper what you think he would like to hear that might help you out in your case. I want the full truth of everything you were there for, that you saw, who did what, who didn't do what roles everybody played in it, who got what stuff that was split up from them, okay, that we recovered. The stuff that was all taken from the house, okay, that you guys divvied up in the hotel room, all that stuff. You know, the cheap hotel room you described, the budget in, when y'all dumped all that stuff out in there and went through it, I want full disclosure, okay? I don't want bits and pieces. I don't want the part that makes you look good, okay? I want the full truth, okay? That's what I want, and that's what the state attorney will insist on before he even considers.
And I give him all that. I give him exactly that, and like I said, stuff to help him. And like I said, if I can show the proof that I wasn't there, then he'll help me.
He will do everything he can to show if you weren't
that ain't
there.
No bullshit. Now I'm talking about I'll get that in writing.
No, you come over here and tell you. I can't make you a promise. Okay, but he has to come over here. Now that's
what I'm saying. If he does,
that's between you and him.
And if he gets, like I said, he gets the whole truth.
You would have to talk to him about how he wants to handle that.
And not only would he have to look at it, he would have to evaluate it, verify it.
He got to prove it
because you have a credibility issue.
Michael, what I'm saying is, I can't tell you what he's going to do. Okay,
what I'm saying
that's not our role. We aren't involved in that part of it.
Our role is fact finders.
He proves it. Okay, he proves it, and then what? Like I said,
it's up to you and him.
Ooh, then what we need to do? That's what I'm ready to do.
Well, the first thing we need to do is you need to stop bullshitting us on details. Okay, I'd rather have you look me in the face and say, I don't really want to talk about that right now because I need to evaluate some things, and to try to sell me some bullshit.
I don't want to evaluate shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Can you call my grandma? I'll give you your phone number.
We can call her. She's going to want to be down here,
Tell
though.
her to come down here.
You said
you calling her Thursday? Call her Thursday when you're supposed to, and have her come down. Okay.
Can y'all give me a visit with her?
We can arrange to have you talk to her.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's get right.
All right. Sit tight for me, Mike.
Ain't this about a bitch though? Oh. Need a cigarette like a motherfucker. Boy, I gotta get in touch with Shorty, boy. I gotta get in touch with Teresa. get down here and let's do this. You never come home. I didn't even think about all that shit. You gotta be a fucking moron, man. Come on, man, I got to piss like a motherfucker.
Couldn't get a hold of the attorney right now, but I can try and get in touch with him.
What is it, same dude I see every day? Or
Here, let's down.
The state attorney, prosecutor,
I guess.
dark hair.
They with glasses.
Yeah, same guy. Mr. Mizrahi.
Yo.
Michael Jackson, who was 23 at the time of the murders, was originally sentenced to death in August of 2007. But because it was not a unanimous decision by the jury, he was able to appeal, and the resentencing process is apparently still ongoing. He was, however, sentenced to life for the kidnapping and the commission of a felony, and 15 years for robbery with no gun or deadly weapon. Michael is still serving his time in Rayford, Florida.